students, in the last class we learned about a new lesson, fiber to fabric. Fiber to fabric. We learned about fabric, then we learned natural fiber, then synthetic fiber, then about ginning. Today we are going to learn our new topic about jute. We know that jute is also a natural fiber. Natural fiber means the fibers, we get the fibers from plant and animal sources. Example for natural fiber, silk, cotton, wool, then jute. Jute is a natural fiber. Then it is the most extensively used fiber in India. It is the most extensively used fiber in India. It is the most extensively used fiber in India. In India. It is obtained from, the jute is obtained from the stem of jute plant. It is obtained from the stem of jute plant. Is obtained from the stem of jute plant. Then once again, jute is also a natural fiber. We know that jute is a natural fiber. Then it is the most extensively used fiber in India. Then from where jute get from the stem of jute plant. It is obtained from the stem of jute plant. In India, jute is mainly grown. In West Bengal, Bihar and Assam. Jute is cultivated in West Bengal, Bihar and Assam. Then it is cultivated during rainy season. Jute is cultivated during rainy season. Then it is normally harvested when it is at flowering stage. It is cultivated during rainy season. Then it is normally harvested. When it is at flowering stage. The jute plant is at flowering stage. It is harvested. When it is at flowering stage. It is harvested when it is at flowering stage. Once again, jute is cultivated in West Bengal, Bihar and Assam. Then it is cultivated during rainy season. And it is harvested when it is at flowering stage. Then Then the stems of harvested plants are immersed in water for few days. The stems of harvested plant, the stems of jute plant, harvested jute plant, stems of harvested plant immersed in water for few days. After few days, the stem become rod. The stem become rod. This process is called retting. This process is called retting. Retting. Once again, we learned that jute is cultivated during rainy season. So jute is cultivated during rainy season. Then it is normally harvested when the jute plant when the flowering stage. It is harvested at the flowering stage. Then the stems of harvested jute is immersed in water for a few days. Then after few days the stems become rod. Then this process is called retting. Then what are the uses of jute? Next one, uses of jute. Jutes are used for making bags, carpets, curtains, ropes, etc. Then it is also used for making fabrics. The uses of jute. Jutes are used for making bags, carpets, curtains, ropes, etc. They are used for making fabrics. Then another one is, next topic is spinning. What do you mean by spinning? What do you mean by spinning? Do you know spinning? Spinning is the process of making yarn from fibers. We know that what is yarn? Yarn is a filament-like structure. Loose thread is called a yarn. The process of making yarn from fiber is called spinning. The process of making yarn from yarn from fiber is called spinning. Once again, what do you mean by spinning? The process of making yarn from fiber is called spinning. Then the device used for spinning is Tatli. Tatli or hand spindle or another name for hand spindle is Tatli. In your textbook, the figure of Tatli is given. Page number 21, figure 3.1. About Tatli. Then another device used for spinning is charka. Once again, what do you mean by spinning? The process of making yarn from fiber are called spinning. The device used for spinning is Tatli. Hand spindle or Tatli. Then another device used for spinning is Charka. Another device used for spinning is Charka. Then the Charka is popularized by Mahatma Gandhi. Charka is popularized by Mahatma Gandhi. Charka is popularized by Mahatma Gandhi. Then as a part of the independence movement, Charka is popularized by Mahatma Gandhi as a part of independence movement. As a part of independence movement, Mahatma Gandhi encouraged people to wear clothes made of homespun. It is termed as khadi. Mahatma Gandhi encouraged people to wear clothes made from homespun. It is termed as khadi. The device used for spinning is hand spindle or Tatli. Another device used for spinning is Charka. Charka is popularized by Mahatma Gandhi as a part of independence movement. Then he encouraged people for wearing clothes made from homespun. It is termed as khadi. Once again, what do you mean by spinning? The process of making yarn from fiber is called spinning. Then the device used for spinning, there are two types of devices are used for spinning. First one Tatli or hand spindle. Another one is Charka. Charka is popularized by who? Mahatma Gandhi. Popularized Charka as a part of independence movement, and also he encouraged people for wearing clothes made from homespun. It is termed as khadi. Next, another topic, weaving. What do you mean by weaving? After spinning yarns are used for making fabric. Through another process is called weaving. What do you mean by weaving? The process of arranging two sets of yarns together to make a fabric are called weaving. The process of arranging two sets of yarns together to make a fabric. Is called weaving. What do you mean by weaving? The process of arranging two sets of yarns together to make a fabric are called weaving. What do you mean by weaving? The process of arranging two sets of yarns together to make fabric are called weaving. Once again, what do you mean by weaving? The process of arranging two sets of yarns together to make fabrics are called weaving. The process of arranging two sets of yarns together to make fabric are called weaving. Once again about spinning. What do you mean by spinning? The process of making yarns from fibers are called spinning. The devices used for spinning are hand spindle, or another name for hand spindle is Tatli. The figure is given in your textbook. The figure is given in your textbook. All of you look that figure. Then another device used for fabric, not fabric, for spinning is what? Charkha. Who popularized charkha? Mahatma Gandhi popularized charkha. Mahatma Gandhi popularized charkha as a part of independence, movement, and also he encouraged people for wearing clothes made from homespun. It is termed as khadi. In the ancient period, the pupils do not wear clothes. The ancient period's pupils does not wear clothes. They do not know how to wear clothes. In that period, there is no clothes, no fabrics. They wear the barks of trees or big leaves of trees. Then twigs, vines, etc. are used for wearing. Then they do not know what about cloths or fabrics. Then after spinning, yarns are used for making fabrics. Fabric through another process, weaving. What do you mean by weaving? The process of arranging two sets of yarns together to make fabric are called weaving. Once again, what do you mean by weaving? The process of arranging two sets of yarns together to make fabric are called weaving. Today, what all we learn today? We learn about jute. We know that jute is a natural fiber. What do you mean by fiber? Fiber is a filament like a long, narrow structure are called fibers. We get fibers from yarn. Then, okay, we learn two types of fibers are present. First one, natural fiber, and the second one is synthetic fiber. What do you mean by natural fiber? Natural fiber means the fabrics are obtained from plants and animal source. That fibers are called natural fiber. Their examples silk, wool, cotton, jute, etc. are example for natural fiber. Then another fiber is synthetic fiber. What do you mean by synthetic fiber? The synthetic fibers, the fabrics are made from chemical substances, not from plants or animal sources. It is made from chemical substances. For example, for synthetic fibers are polyester, nylon, then rayon, acrylic, etc. are example for synthetic fiber. Then we know that different types of natural fiber about cotton and jute. Then for making cotton we learn about ginning. Then next we learn about jute. Jute is an extensively used fiber next to cotton. Extensively used fiber in India next to cotton. Then jute is also cultivated. Jute is also obtained. From where we get jute? We get jute from jute plant. And also jute is cultivated in where? Assam, West Bengal and Bihar. Jute is cultivated in Assam, West Bengal and Bihar. And also, what climate is needed for the cultivation of jute? Jute is cultivated during rainy season. It is normally harvested when the jute plant is at flowering stage. The stems of harvested jute plant is immersed in water for few days. For what it is immersed in water? For rotting the stems. And fibers are separated by hands. This process is called a the separation of fibers by hand from jute stems are called retting. Then next we learn the uses of jute. What are the uses of jute? The jutes are used for making gunny bags. Then for sacks, potato sacks, rice sacks, etc. The sacks are made from jute. Then also jute is used for making carpets, curtains, ropes, etc. Then another use of jute is it is used for fabrics, jute fabrics. It is used for jute fabrics. Next one we learn about about spinning. What do you mean by spinning? Spinning is the process of making yarn from fibers. The process of making yarn from fibers are called spinning. The process of making yarn from fibers are called spinning. Then the device used for spinning is hand spindle or another name termed as takli. And then another device used for spinning is charka. Charka is a machine on which yarns are spun directly from ginned cotton. Then who popularized charka? Charka is popularized by Mahatma Gandhi as a part of his independence movement. And also in the ancient peoples do not wear clothes. They do not know how to make clothes or fabrics. And then after the invention of fabrics, our Mahatma Gandhi encouraged people for wearing clothes made from homespun yarn. It is termed as khadi. Then after spinning yarns, the fabrics are made. Through another process is called weaving. What do you mean by weaving? What do you mean by weaving? The process of arranging two sets of yarns together to make a fabric. Are called weaving. Once again, what do you mean by weaving? The process of arranging two sets of yarns. Together to make a fabric is called weaving. Then weaving of fabric is done on looms. Weaving of fabric is done on looms. Then looms are hand operated or power operated. Weaving. What do you mean by weaving? Weaving is the process of arranging two sets of yarns together to make a fabric are called weaving. Then for weaving of fabric is done on looms. Looms are hand operated or power operated. Looms are hand operated. The picture of takli and charka is given in your textbook. All of you please listen. Next one, weaving is next one. Knitting. What do you mean by knitting? The process of making fabric from a single yarn. What do you mean by knitting? What do you mean by knitting? The process of making fabric from a single yarn. The process of making fabric, the process of making fabric from a single yarn. Fabric from a single yarn are called knitting. Then once again, what is knit? The process of making fabric from a single yarn. The process of making fabric from a single yarn are called knitting. Then socks are made of knitted fabrics. Socks are used in hands or hands and feet. That socks are made of knitting. Then it is done by hand and also on machines. Knitting is done by hand. Knitting is done by hands. Knitting is done by hands. Done by hands or machines or machines. Done by hands or machines. All of you understood? Then once again, in this chapter we learn about fiber to fabric. How is fabric made of? From fiber. How is fabric made from fiber? Fabric made from fiber? Then how is fabric made from fiber? First of all, we take cotton balls. From cotton balls to ginning process. Through ginning process, we get fiber. Then we get fiber. Then after spinning, fiber gets spinned. We get yarn. Then that getting yarn is made into knitting and weaving. We get what? Through knitting and weaving the yarn, we get what? We get fabric or cloths. We get fabric. We get fabric. We get cotton balls from where? Cotton plants. We get cotton balls from where? Cotton plants. Then getting cotton balls through ginning process. We use ginning process means the cotton balls are pulled out by using a steel comb. This process is called ginning. Then we get fiber. Then that fiber is spun. We get yarn. Then that getting yarn through knitting and weaving process, we get fabric. That's all we learn in this lesson. Then another topic given in your textbook is history of clothing material. History of clothing material. The ancient peoples do not know how to wear clothes. They do not know about clothes. They wear the leaves, big leaves of trees or the barks of trees. Then they use animal skins or fur for wearing, or they wrapped it in their body, wrapped it in their body. In the ancient peoples do not know about clothes. They do not wear clothes. They do not know how to make clothes. They use leaves of big leaves of trees, the bark of trees, then the skin of animals, then the fur of the hairs of animals, etc. are used for covering their body. They do not know to wear like churidar or like that. They wrapped these items into their body. Then after the people settled to agricultural field, ancient people settled to agricultural field, they learn to weave twigs. They learn to weave twigs or stems of some trees and grasses are together to make long strands. And also using these they make carpets, mats, etc. Okay, then in your textbook, the early Indians wore fabrics made out of cotton that grow in the regions near the river Ganga. That means in the early Indians made cottons of fabrics from where? From cottons of fabrics. They get the cottons of fabric from the river Ganga. The cotton plant is grow in the river Ganga. Once again, in the ancient people do not know how to wear dresses, how to wear fabrics or how to wear clothes. They do not know the knowledge about clothes. They do not wear anything in their body. After some days they wear the big leaves of trees, then bark of trees, the skin of animals, hairs of animals for covering their body, and also they wear for these items for protecting them from hot wind, etc. like that. Then they also used to make twigs and grasses together for making long strands. These long strands are used for making mats and carpets. Then the early Indians wore fabrics made out of cotton, and these cotton plants are grow in the river Ganga. And like cotton plant, flax is also a natural fiber getting plant, flax. Then in ancient, cotton and as well as flax were cultivated on the river Nile. In Egypt, the cotton as well as flax are cultivated for making fabrics in the river Nile. After they know how to wear dresses by cotton and flax. Then in those days, stitching was not. People wrapped the fabrics around different parts of their body. Then after the invention of sewing needle, people started stitching. Ancient people started stitching after the invention of sewing needle. Then today also the peoples wear dresses like sari, dhoti, lungi are not stitched. That's all we learn in this lesson. Okay, all students study well, then read the text carefully, then write the notes given. All of you will write all notes in your science book, then study well. Thank you.